Another video for HarborFinancialOnline.com. Today we're going to be talking about vehicle deductions, and there's two ways you can deduct your vehicle costs. You can do a mileage deduction or actual vehicle cost deduction. So I'm going to go through those two areas today, show you guys how to get these deductions and to see if you qualify for them. So let's get the video started here. The mileage rate, the first deduction you can choose from is deducting the mileage. So the mileage rate you can deduct is always changing, but it's usually somewhere around 50 cents per mile. So this can add up if you drive quite a bit. Deducting mileage has rules though, and it has to be for your business. It can't be for personal use. At our site here, HarborFinancialOnline.com, we have lots of articles, lots of blogs, and these areas of deductions, the vehicle deductions, and other areas of credit. So as I go through this video, feel free to stop it, check out our site if you feel like you have the information you need. Check that out. You can also file the return online through our site. Usually deducting your mileage will give you the biggest deduction versus the actual cost, which we'll talk about later in the video. So I recommend this most of the time. Make sure to keep a good log of all the mileage you drive for your business. What I recommend to people is just have a logbook in your car, so when you jump in the car each day, you can just jot down the time, the actual mileage, and what you are driving for, a little summary, just a sentence or two. Because this makes it so much easier when it comes time at the end of the year to gather your receipts, your supporting information, to file your taxes. If you have to go back and try to remember how much you drove, what the trips are for, you're not going to have an accurate picture of that supporting information. So when you file your taxes, it's not going to be all the way right. So I always recommend having that log. Now the other option, actual vehicle expenses, can be used as a deduction versus this mileage deduction that I just talked about. Some of the vehicle expenses you can deduct, this is if you don't do mileage, would be depreciation, lease payments, registration fees, licenses, gas, insurance, repairs, oil, garage rent, tires, tolls, parking fees, and more. Now, going this route instead of the mileage deduction, it can be good if you don't drive that much, and say you have a fleet of older cars that need a lot of maintenance, a lot of repair, or they're not good on gas. This could be better. You just need to compare the two and see where you come out ahead. If you're driving quite a bit, you have a fairly new car, you're not going to have a lot of maintenance to it, so the mileage is going to be better. If you have a 10-year-old car, you're not driving that much, you're putting a lot of money into that car, then you want to go with the vehicle expense route. When you prepare your taxes online, it's going to give you the two different options that we're talking about here, and it'll show you which one is going to give you the best tax benefit. It's going to actually say you'll qualify. Let's just use an example: $1,000 tax deduction for your mileage. Then it's going to add up all your expenses. It's going to have you put in your expenses. So even though you're doing mileage, keep all of these receipts in your book of supporting information at the end of the year, so you can compare the two, because it's going to total up those, see which one you come ahead with. Again, keep all your receipts no matter what. That's the only supporting information you have. That's it. So if you don't have receipts, you really don't have anything. So what I want to do now is take you guys to our website, HarborFinancialOnline.com. Now with the vehicle expenses we talked about, I'm going to assume most of you must own your own business. So we have different articles here on small business tax preparation, instructions for Schedule C, income tax planning and preparation. You can see here, you read through the article, it's going to give you some good areas on how to get the different business credits that are out there in deductions. So I really recommend you take a look at that. Schedule C form instructions. We have videos on that. YouTube, we have multiple videos on all these areas of business taxes. So I wanted you to see that real quick. There was one thing in the video I wanted to go back to. With the 50 cents per mile, that's going to always change. That's just an evolving thing. It goes up, goes down. So it tends to be around 50 cents per mile. So if you're driving 100 miles a day, that for your business, that can add up pretty quick. Just make sure I didn't miss anything. So again, if you do your taxes online, it's going to compare these two, the mileage versus the actual deduction. So that's why we recommend doing the return online if you can. So thank you for watching the video. Check out the other videos we have at YouTube, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.